town sits at the bottom of a valley, formed thousands of years ago, carved out of the rock by ice and by water. And if you ask the folk around here, they'll tell you the water's trying to take the valley back.
You going downstairs? Santa's been.
Ah. Is that Santa's whiskey?
Didn't want it, said he were driving. There's also Rudolph's carrot down there if you want it.
Cheeky. Hey, what are you guys doing? Don't go on for it. Help me. Go on.
This is how the day starts. Kids are up and on. The parents barely gone to bed. Tried to make them coffee, but there's wrapping to be torn. It seems we've got the makings of a proper Yorkshire Christmas. Oi, Gal, wait for me. Tell them not to open out else, so I've got the camera, all right?
This is how my day starts with 27 lists. Turkeys in at 10 o'clock, 11 start with this. I tell you it's a lot of work. It's Yorkshire Christmas.
Right, look, your mother's watching the snowman, so I'm going to go out and pick up your Uncle Morris. Can you call him and tell him to put his big coat on? He's really coming down out there.
I'll be doing phone calls now, Michael. Can you not tell him yourself? I'm drowning here.
Yeah, well, I wasn't going to get out of the car, though.
You have to, and get him to put some proper shoes on. I'm not having him coming here with soggy slippers.
Right, will do.
Looking for 100, okay, it's only 9, but that means taking 20,000 taxes will fine. That's a lot, an awful lot without a wine. Tell you it's a lot of work, this proper Yorkshire Christmas.
But we're here together. No school or work to do. We can feel together just once a year. Snow gives us together. Shut the windows, eating on.
And now, time for a Mario Kart.
Oh,
And if you are a royalist or a loyalist,
there's the Queen. Ah, she's looking well, isn't she?
Michael, the carpet.
I can't help it, look, it's belting out there.
Time before the Christmas shift, it's like the best of day. Don't have any family around here anyway. Got gifts for all the residents, keep the flirty ones at bay. My ladies get my best right at a proper Yorkshire Christmas.
Lennon! Lennon! Where are you, lad? Oh, come on, you daft cat. Oh, you left me a Christmas present on the sofa again. I don't think you can top the dead picture you got me last year. That were a stonker. Lennon! Lennon! Oh, suit yourself then. Well, you're missing out on the true essence of Christmas. Die hard. I've nowhere else to be this year, so stayed in bed till 1. Christmas dinner's takeaway, but please don't tell me more. A sofa and a telly and a quality street tour. I really have perfected the proper Yorkshire Christmas. Hope they all enjoyed their proper Yorkshire Christmas.
Okay, ladies, how about a sing-along?
That was excellent. Right, what's next?
This way.
This one.
A 1, 2, but we're here together. Merry Christmas, jolly Lord. We all live together once a year. Spread the cheer together. Merry Christmas, one and all. Hopefully the snow will start to fall. But we're here Hopefully the snow will start to fall.
They all look full and happy. The gifts went down a storm. Our little slice of heavenness with a fire that's toasty warm. We're making proper memories. We've made this house a home. Another year we did it right. Night off. It's time to turn the lights out on a proper Yorkshire Christmas.
What's that?
Oh, it'd probably just be the car alarm, love.
Car alarm. Gav, listen to it.
Yeah, well, it's a nice time of day for it, whatever it is.
It was early, around 7 a.m. I think, and I was terrified. I mean, it sounded like those old war films where they were dropping bombs, and that's what I thought. But we were being attacked. And then I realized what it was.
It's the flood siren. It must have broke through. They said it might. Wasn't supposed to be bad though. I'll go check on kids.
Well, I'll check on Twitter and see what's what.
Never mind Twitter. Look out, shopping Windsor.
Where we live, up on the tops, the sirens echo round all the valleys. It sounds to be coming from everywhere and nowhere at once. It's quite eerie.
Oh, I can't see anything out front. I'll check out the back.
The first thought was the shop. We knew the flood warnings before Christmas, so the last thing we did was lift the stock up off the floor. The question now was, have we lifted it high enough? I was going to go down and check, but I had my second thought. Shopping cat!
Facebook says it's up Market Street.
Michael, look at this.
Lennon!
Hey, Laura. Laura, see down there, just on the corner of that field? That wasn't there a second ago. Christ, that is close. I think that might actually get to us this time.
Maybe just move the van.
A sound like that, it scares you. I mean, it's meant to, that's the whole point. But it's a call to action, and it's asking you to get up and do something.
Lennon!
But I was alone and I live on top of a hill, so what was I supposed to do? I just sat there. And then the phone rang.
Morning, Nan. Alright, well, hello might be nice. Yes, I know, I can hear it. I'm only 2 doors down from you now.
Well, have you been down to the shop yet? Oh, I will. Just need to find the damn cat.
Oh no, is everyone okay? Are the residents okay? Who's on duty?
Hi, Mum. Yeah, we can see some water at the bottom of the street, but we can't tell how quickly it's rising.
Calm down, Morris. We're not going to let that happen. Now, have you got anything you can put up against the door?
Do you know how far it's gone? Last time it were at Bridge Street.
Oh, now you're just being dramatic.
Not bad. Okay, how many rooms?
Yeah, I'm on my way. Yeah, I know. Hold on. What? Oh, yeah. I'll head down there and see if we can get the ball rolling. Yeah, off the top of my head. Well, we need to get the all the stuff out from the lock-up first of all the hardware, and then there's clothes for those who need it, door to door. Check on those who might need food, dry clothes. Yeah. All right. Okay. Now listen. Has anyone liaised with the teams of Martha, Royd, and Todd? Right. You do that first. I'll start on a list. I've been with the police for 40 years, the last 20 in the casualty response unit. Yeah, you know when there's a pile-up on the M62, it's chaos, but then paramedics turn up, you've got the fire services, traffic control, cops. They need directing as what to do first. Well, that's my job. I organise chaos. It was my job. I'm retired now. But I knew Amy, director of the town hall. She had it all in hand, but as luck would have it, this was supposed to be her last day on the job. So she called me. Hello?
Right then.
Calm down, Morris.
Just stay put.
It's about 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'm on my way.
There used to be a mule track that ran along the ridge just up there, dropped down into the valley and came all the way down and crossed the river right here. Well, there was no bridge back then, so man and beast would just have to wade into the getting together, into the fast flow. I mean, it's dangerous that though. You get swept off your feet and you're done for.
Right, so it's time. Get down there. Keep something out. Head into the flood. We can weather this, you know, you've done it before. Come on. You know you're through. No problem whatsoever.
It's time.
We can weather this. Go down.
It's time.
It's time.
It's time.
To
It's
weather
time.
this. Down into the flood.
It's time.
It's time
It's time.
to see
It's time.
if we can weather this.
Down
Down into the flood.
It's time
It's time
to see.
Can weather this.
Prepared.
Down into the flood.
It's time to see if we can weather this. If we're prepared to go down into the flood. It's time to see if we can weather this. If we're prepared to go down into the.
When I got to the top of Bridgegate, I could see it. It was like standing on the beach with the tide coming in, me on dry land, and the water inching closer and closer.
It had passed 4 houses in 10 minutes. I walked outside and there was water at the front gate. It were only a matter of time.
All the roads into Headton were flooded. All of them. In all directions.
No? Yeah, it's me. I don't think I can make it. I can't see a way through.
It's lapping the pavement, it's over the curve. It's onto the postbox, it's reaching the burn. It swallows the cobbles, it creeps down the road. The water keeps rising, I'm watching it flow. It just won't stop rising and rising and rising. The water keeps rising. It's lapping the pavement, it's over the curve. It's up to the postbox, it's reaching the berm. It swallowed the cobbles, it creeps down the road. The water keeps rising, I'm watching it flow. It just won't stop rising and rising and rising. The water keeps rising.
We put some old curtains by the front door, but we knew they'd do now. Took everything we could upstairs and started putting the rest higher and higher off the floor. Chairs onto the countertops, the Christmas tree and sink. The table doesn't look like a table when it's sideways on your dresser. An hour ago it was a home by the time we'd finished.
It's lapping the pavement, it's over the curb. It's up to the postbox, it's reaching the berm. It swallowed the cobbles, it creeps down the road. The water keeps rising, I'm watching it flow. It just won't stop rising and rising and rising. The water keeps rising.
Hello? 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 Anyone out there? Please? Hello?
You're right there, love. You look a bit stuck.
Oh, please, I need some help. The bridgeway's blocked.
Well, I can help you get home, my love. But the police have set out a red weather warning. That means you have to stay at home, not go out of shopping.
I'm not trying to be nosy, but I need to get to work.
You'll have to call in sick today.
No, I'm a carer. There's people that need telling me.
See if I can talk to somebody, but there's no way through.
My great-great-grandparents came here 200 years ago to work in the mills. And they built them all along the valley because the fast-flowing streams could turn the water wheels with the power of 100 men. And it's that hit us. Hit us with the force of 100 men. And we had to fight back.
Gavin! Gavin!
Can you give us an hand with this, please? Come on.
There's no point trying to move the sofa now, Gavin. Nowhere else to put it anyways. Besides, we've got a situation in the kitchen.
Oh, Christ, what now?
Chutney.
Chutney.
Chutney, the hamster. He flew out of his cage and was last seen doing backstroke outside a fridge. Molly's hysterical.
Christ, then, shove it, hamster.
We got to the shop and it was up to her knees and ice cold, stabbing you through the legs. We set about shifting as much as we could. Hundreds of boxes of stock, equipment, stationery. In an hour, it was up to her chests and pouring in. In the end, we left because we thought, if we don't leave now, we never would.
You have had quite the adventure, haven't you, Chutney, eh? I bet that extractor fan gave you quite the fright.
Maybe it was at the hairdryer will sort him out.
Well, no, I can't. The Lecky's out. Oh, and Laura, kids are getting hungry.
We were hungry too, but didn't want to say. The fridge freezer had started defrosting, and we were so busy moving telly that we'd let water get in the bottom cupboard. There was only one thing left.
I'll get some cereal.
Okay, but Gav, then what?
It's knackering. Knackering walking through water like that. Pulling your back on every step you make makes you feel 10 stone heavier. And that's without the cold and the muscle spasms. I was completely spent. I wanted to go home and find Lennon. But he hates water too. But as I was going up towpath steps, I must have slipped on moss or something, because I fell. I think that was a low point.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Come here, you're gonna catch hypothermia over there. Are you okay? Oh, my flat's just down here. Can you come over here?
Is it dry?
Oh, yes, it's dry. Come on.
I don't know if it was the cold or the shock, but I don't remember walking out into the flat, getting undressed. But I started to get feeling back and thaw out a little. And it was then that I met Anders.
This is how they keep warm in the army, trust me. Hey, do you want to spoon me? It will help with maximising the surface area.
No thanks.
I wasn't being funny or nothing, it's just science, man.
That doesn't say anything about spooning in the NHS. It does say something about hot, sugary drinks. And yeah, there's no electricity. Oh, but I do have Irish cream.
Honestly, it's fine if you just got some dry clothes.
Oh, I'll have to look, but I think it's girls' clothes only. Oh wait, I think I have one boy's clothes only.
Oh, sorry, don't you...
Oh, I don't live here, mate, no. I'm a refugee like you, mate. Yeah, I woke up this morning to someone banging on my door like Dave Grohl. Well, I went down to see, ready to give a merry hell, when I opened the door and saw it was the fire service. Yeah, we was being evacuated. I looked outside, there was 5 feet of water. The fireman had to give me a piggyback all the way out, imagine. Anyway, when they asked who my next of kin was, I said that Gretchen was my mum. And they believed me.
But I was a barmaid at his logo, so the same. In London.
Jeez, mate, that's harsh. How's your flat?
Oh, Stalin. I got Stalin. Anyone want Stalin?
Oh, Stalin will be magnificent, yeah. Don't know about the flat, mate. No, I'll go down there when we get the all clear, I think. I can't imagine it being too bad, though.
Where is it?
Ground floor, Aldgate.
Jeez, mate. I came down that way and the whole road was pretty much door high.
Oh. Oh, well, as I say, I can't see it being that bad. And anyway, it is the will of the universe.
Universe, my arse. If the government weren't spending all our bloody money housing immigrants, then they'd have a bit more to fork out for some decent flood defences.
Hey, I'm an immigrant, so watch your mouth.
I didn't mean you. You know the ones I mean. Look, I'm sorry. It's just been a bit of a shitty day.
I hear that.
Oh, was that your shop?
Yeah, it was my shop. Not much less of it now. Just hope the insurance aren't dickheads about you like they were last time. If I can't sell, I can't earn. Oh, shit. Honestly, I can't think about... My cat went out last night and I couldn't find him this morning. I can't think, I just need to get home.
Hey, it's okay, I understand. Fur babies are the best animals and best family member you can have. Okay, so Anders, we're gonna go look for a cat.
No, it's cold, you don't have to.
I insist. So, let's get you dressed.
When they first built this town in this valley, surrounded by high hills, they knew they'd be cut off from the rest of the world. 2 days' ride to Manchester before they built the canal, and now with the flood, we've become like our own island in our own right, surrounded by impassable water. Council's based in Halifax, and freaking roads shut, so no one's coming. We're on our own, but we're on our own together, and that is what will make the difference.
I managed to get me Uncle Morris from his flat. He was on the second floor, so there was no danger there, but we had to wade through 6 foot of water in the car park when he was 3. But anyway, I got him home and he was shaken and confused. So I heated up some leftovers and put him in front of Taggart on the iPlayer. When he was feeling a bit better, I went back into town to see if I could help.
Systems and protocols. That's the only way to get a situation like this under control. We put an appeal out for donations and volunteers. So, we need a process of categorising them when they arrive.
This was the town hall, the centre of operations. Everyone I saw was calm but purposeful. Everyone had a job to do. They were getting stuff done. I loved it.
You're going to work the front desk. There'll be 3 types of people you can expect to see. People donating, people volunteering, and those who need our help. Your job will be to work out which is which and where to send them. If they're giving, you need to ask, food, clothing or hardware, food including toiletries, where do I go?
Margaret in the pantry, first floor, room 6.
Clothing, winter coats,
Sharon, room 8.
3-man tent with air mattress,
Oversized outdoor hardware, Andy on the terrace.
very good. Now, if they're flooded and in need of help, that's a whole separate triage. So send them straight to Kieran in the cafe. Firstly, if they're here to volunteer, we have a numbering system. Let's say there's an 8-year-old. Can't do much but wants to help. Give her a number 1. She can help hand out the juice. Next, a structural engineer. He's a number 3. Can go into the town to help with fences.
So what's a 5?
A 5 you send straight to me. 5s are people with experience coordinating large groups of people in high-stress situations. Ex-police, ex-military, upper management, civil servants, and wedding planners. Right, I'll leave you to it. Don't forget your lists.
I was in heaven. We had hundreds of people come through the door that day, maybe thousands, maybe more, and each one would come straight to my desk and say, "How can I help?"
How can I help?
How can I help?
Or else they'd say,
What do you need?
What do you need?
What do you need?
and I'd tell them. Everyone who came brought with them a problem, and it was my job to match them with a solution. Quickly, calmly, and without complaint. And I was really good at it.
For example, a problem.
They're trying to get into the junior school to save as much work and resources as they can, but the kids' toilet block flooded and everything came floating up. We're talking turds, Jackie. Floating turds. People can't go walking into that. They'll get ill.
Solution.
Find out who's got fishing gear, send them home and bring it here. Waders to the chest and gloves and towels. Send them in with salmon nets, skin the top, then disinfect. Make sure they've got bleach and lots of
ATMs in town. There's not a single one working. No one can get hold of cash, so people can't pay for things. Solution.
An older lady volunteered, couldn't walk but persevered. Said she had a Ford with half a tank in. See if she can drive her car up to Tom. It's not that far. Give these folks a lift. It's mobile banking. But it wasn't all high drama. Sometimes all I was doing was directing traffic. It was kind of like sorting the laundry, but with people. And I was good at that too.
For example,
Extra blankets.
Second floor.
Where's the bathroom?
Through that door.
got a van.
Joanna, in the lobby.
Food donation.
In the bar.
Put it here.
No, not that far. Move it to the back, then go tell Bobby. And that was it. All day long. Chaos, but organised like a well-oiled machine. Dozens of volunteers. Hundreds of donations. But there was still a problem.
The problem.
You see, folk in the valley will give anybody the shirt off their back if they need it, and that's literally what some of them were offering. But when it comes to accepting help, asking for it, taking handouts, well, it's a town full of Yorkshiremen, really.
Solution.
So it was decided, we need a team going door to door.
Hi there. How can we help?
What do you need?
Morning. How are you today?
Nappies. Okay, got you.
Our fence needs fixing. Cool.
I'm on it.
Keep it. No, you don't have to pay.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the door-to-door team.
Jackie, we've got a problem.
Fantastic, what do you need? Sorry, how can I help?
There's a guy that's been in here 3 times today. He's soaking wet, shaking cold. Doesn't look as if he's slept.
We'd all seen him. He'd come in for a tea, grabbed a couple of biscuits and left. Didn't ask for dry clothes, didn't stop for a shower even though he clearly needed both. Just kept his head down, slipped away before we could help. In the end, Julie found out what he needed.
He lives on a canal boat. When the water rose, the front of his boat got swept into the towpath. Then as the water sank,
Capsized?
Everything he owns.
on the boat.
Okay. Solutions.
I'll call the CBA, see what we can do about salvage.
He'll need a place to sleep.
I'll see if the pub's got a room.
He'll be quite shaken. I'll see if we've got any nurses.
Get the man dry and fed, and then the door-to-door team needs to start going boat to boat, bridge to bridge. There's a lesson from this.
Thing is, with a flood, it looks like one thing from the outside, but inside, like literally inside the water, it's something else. Down by bridge, it was still gushing and churning, and you knew it was dangerous. But on Market Street, it had settled. It was still. And the surface were all still. It looked flat like concrete. And it were, I don't know, it were peaceful, I suppose. And the water, it looked like you could trust it. But the thing is with water, it picks stuff up and moves it around. It dislodges things you can't see. It shifts and shoves and budges. Things that used to be heavy become as light as dandelion blocks floating in the water. Solid things bend, fixed things buckle. For a while there, the whole town lost its gravity. It was suspended, floating. We were weightless. But then when the water leaves, it doesn't put everything back. It doesn't tidy up after itself on its way out. Everything it's collected, everything it's had churning inside its belly, it all just stays behind. Tons of mud and silt dumped on the streets. Plastic bags and rubbish everywhere. Things that have no business being up in trees. And everything sodden and heavy with muck and water. And you look around at it all and you think, how can we fix this?
Right, I was talking to next door, and they say that the dog and gun is it's got lecky, so we can go in there and charge your phones if you want. I've got 12%. What about yours?
Empty.
Oh, okay. Well, we should head up there soon, maybe. Yeah? Okay, what's next?
I don't know. I don't know what's next. I was just standing here, trying to put things in order, do a list in my head. But we've got nothing.
Oh, I mean, it's only stuff, love.
It's not only stuff, Gavin. That's not what I'm on about. Sofas and fridges and washing machines, they're not just there to look pretty. They do something. And now it's all broken. Nothing works, this house doesn't work, and that means I don't work.
Love, it doesn't mean that,
It
come
does,
on.
Gav. We're parents. Charging phones at pub, showers at the sports centre. I've nowhere clean to make my kids a sandwich. So what's next? Soup kitchens. Who are we if we can't even feed our own kids, eh?
You're an amazing mum.
Am I? Then how come I don't know what's for breakfast? Every cell in my body just wants 10 minutes sitting on the sofa, put telly on and binge Christmas chocolate. Every cell in me. But like I say, everything's broken.
Yes, but it's only for now, love. We'll get it fixed up.
I know
alright?
we will. I know. But how long will it take? How long are we going to live like this? How much will it cost? And even then, what if?
Yes, right, we can't predict the river or where it will take us.
Stop it with
It
the
will just
metaphors
come.
and the poetics, Gav, for God's sake.
What do you want to say?
Say now. I'm going to make a start on cupboards.
They're very sensitive cats. Great intuition. He may have sensed, disruption in his domestic sphere and tried to distance himself from emotional trauma.
Or maybe he sensed 3 feet of water and tried to distance himself from getting wet. He'd be bloody terrified, that's all.
Lenny? Lenny?
It's Lennon. And I best call him myself. He doesn't really trust strangers.
Well, you got that in common.
Look, I only said sorry for that. And it wasn't you who was on about. Or anyone round here. It's just, I grew up in Sowerby Bridge, but it's not like you were. I used to go down to snooker club twice a week, and knew everyone's names. I had mates. Now the snooker club's a chuffing cultural centre. Can't even pronounce the names. Pubs are shut. High Street's all takeaways and phone shops. That's why I moved to Ebden. Everyone's...
Just like you?
Yeah.
Actually, most people I've met in Hampton aren't like you at all. I mean, most people you're seeing.
Look, I know I'm wrong. You watch the news. Watch what's going on in France with those attacks. Just what? And then... Oh, look, he's up there on the ledge.
Oh no, he's stuck. No, you can't reach. Okay, here, give me a boot.
People snicker at their names round here. Skelton Thorpe, Slowett. And just up the road, we've got Myvenroyd. Now, Myvenroyd is a personal favourite of mine. It comes from 2 ancient languages, Old English and Norse. When the Vikings invaded the people in this area were forced to trade with one another. And it weren't only meatballs getting traded neither. The name of that town is a blend of 2 words, Myven and Royd. Now, it means clearing at the meeting of 2 rivers, 2 cultures, 2 languages, 2 streams, meeting, trading, converging.
I didn't get there until the 2nd day. It wasn't my patch, but they were asking for volunteers and the roads are finally cleared, so when I first drove in, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It was like a war zone. No, No, not like a war zone, like the apocalypse. Like nothing you've ever seen before. Just piles and piles of stuff, people's belongings. Water damaged and ruined everywhere you looked, outside every house. Just so incredibly sad. But when I got to the town centre, it was... Oh, what's this?
Chicken biryani?
Ah, chicken biryani.
Oh, sorry, are you vegetarian? Harvey!
No, this is great. It's just, how are you cooking this?
Oh, it's not us. Lord, no. The crew from Calcet Aid arrived this morning. They're catering for, well, anyone who needs feeding. The whole town, I suppose. Harvey, do we have any vegetarian left?
No, chicken's fine, really. This is a big operation. I mean, how will you identify need and community support? Is there anything I can do to help?
It's really Ravi you need to speak to. Ravi Singh, our CEO. He's heading things up, but as far as catering is concerned, we're pretty set.
I can take you up if you like. Introduce you.
That'd be wonderful. And thank you. This is delicious.
Chicken biryani?
No, thank you.
Is that a little cat over there? Can I see?
He's had a couple of rough days.
I can see that. But he's safe and cozy now. Here, see if he'll take a little nourishment. Delicious. There's something magical about feeding a creature like that. They instantly become your best friend. Here, take the rest of this. You look like you both need it.
Wait, is it your lot doing stuff down Aldgate?
Our lot?
You know what I mean? Muslims and that, in blue and white?
No, that's not our lot. We're a Sikh charity from Slough. But yes, there are some Islamic groups here too. A bus came from a mosque in Halifax, and there's others from Manchester, Rochdale.
What are they doing down Aldgate? My mate's flat's down there, that's all.
White and blue. I think that's the Ahmadiyya Muslim Youth Organization. They'll be delivering donations, replacement mattresses, linens, and crockery. Things you can do without. As well as general cleanup, I suppose.
The universe will provide.
Hanifad Mahiru.
I'm really sorry.
What are you sorry for?
Well, you know, I've said things about you coming here. I thought we were better off, and this stuff on the news and Farage made me angry, and I think I might not have been kind. I might have been rude in the past.
Well, you've always been lovely to me.
We've only just met.
I know, and I think you're delightful. Excellent first impression. Now, come up to the vans and let me feed you properly, and you can make more first impressions then.
But
Come on.
I was taken down to the school to meet the team working there. I got talking to one of the men who was shoveling mud from the playground. There was nearly a foot of silt all over. It was a really hard job. He said they were refugees from Syria. I got talking to one of them. His name was Yassan. He was 26, 27, something like that. And he said he volunteered in Aleppo. When Assad had started dropping bombs on all the civilians, he'd helped to clear the bodies. So when he got to the UK, he wanted to carry on volunteering. He said, and I don't think I'll ever forget this, when you've seen your homeland blown to bits, you know the beauty of helping each other. Anyway, inside the school, the ground floor was completely wrecked. The parquet floor, the one that I'd been on as a child, it was all buckled and broken apart. It couldn't be saved, so they ripped it all up, and you know what? Underneath, they found this mosaic floor that had been there from the beginning, 100 years ago. It was unbelievable. They decided to clean it up and leave it as a reminder of the floods. something beautiful. I hope they tell the kids how they uncovered it. And I hope they tell them who helped to uncover it.
The media were here too, of course. We needed them. We knew we did. That's how we got word out. That's where most of our donations and volunteers came from. I don't mind telling you, they were a bloody nuisance. Huge mobile production units with gigantic satellites on top filling every car park, blocking access for trade rounds. You ask a local who they'd use more in a situation like that, a journalist or a plumber, and I don't think you'd be surprised at the answer. As with everything, we developed a protocol. We had a volunteer who'd worked for the BBC, so she was given a number 5, became our PR executive. Speciality, keeping journos out of everyone else's hair.
You're going to have to deal with this one, though.
Why, who is it?
The MP of Caldervalley would like a tour of the Relief Centre.
A Tory MP.
I don't think his party matters.
Don't you?
No, he'll be going back to Westminster at the beginning of next week, and he can make a case for funding, resources, research. Come on. 40 years of police work, I'm sure you've dealt with more unsavoury characters than a Tory. He's waiting in the briefing room.
Down at Church Street, parallel to the river, we have a row of care in the community flats, 14 on the ground floor. These are my ladies. I go to them daily, help them with their meals, their medication, cleaning and washing if they need it. They know me and they trust me. And to some, I'm the only family they have. I couldn't get to them on Boxing Day. I mean, I tried, but that meant crossing the river and there's just no way. So I tried a different route, but the police wouldn't let me through. When I got to them, on the next day, my ladies were gone. There was a man there, taking stuff out of the flats. And I thought he was looting at first, but then he told me he lived on the next street over. And then when he saw the water...
What level? I went to see if anyone needed any help. As soon as I got there, I could see that the whole ground floor was about 1.5 feet under, all the residents still indoors, curled up on their sofa beds. Some of them were crying.
I tried.
Most of them had locked their door and didn't want to move, so I had to climb through, into the windows, through the windows, and carry them out over my head in their 90s. Each flat's only about 400 square foot, dresser, wardrobe, bed, and they've got the whole life in there. By this time, a team of volunteers had shown up, so we were clearing each flat as much as we could, saving what we could, you know, pictures, blankets, beds, photos, albums, LPs.
I've sat in their chair, I've listened to stories, I've powdered their hair as they talk about boys that they've kissed and trips that they've taken, of old friends they miss who have gone. And as they sat there and tried to remember the why and the where, they would show me mementos
sleeping everywhere with family and friends. Others were asleep on a dry second floor, away from their sodden living rooms. It looked like something out of the Blitz. People's things all piled up outside the houses.
Whoa! Did you see him?
Nah, he's scarpered.
Did they go out?
Nah, we're golden. Bev?
I saw a post on Flood Forum of a lady saying that she'd been advised by her insurance company to put all the white goods outside her house. Next she knew, washer, cooker, fridge, all stolen. Probably taken for sale. So I got on my Facebook and asked a few of my biker friends if they would help with a little bit of security.
We're the Hamptons Angels.
Just 5 of us on the first night, keeping warm with a camping stove out back at van, patrolling alleys and lanes, making folk feel safe. Golden. Come by bloody hour.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Keep rockers checking corners, glancing out their vans. We'll take the trouble to them if they give us a chance. Don't get me wrong, we're not the scary or the bullying types. We're the ones that keep that fridge freezer yours and nice. Some say we're no good vigilantes and we hate the law. Then while the law's in question, we all let the thieves on board. The parish council and your vicar might be nice on the eyes. With our tattoos and scary right, we can't be nice, right?
Who are we?
Whoa, whoa, we're the Hamptons Angels. Whoa, whoa, we're the Hamptons Angels. Whoa, whoa, we're the Hamptons Angels. Going around the streets while the coppers sleep. Yeah, we're going on the beat, bikers on the streets.
Whoa! Who's it out there?
Oh, just us, Mrs. Walker.
Who is it? Is that you, Beverly Love?
Aye, just us.
All right, well, you just carry on, love, but you keep quiet. I've got 2 grandkids asleep in here.
Will do, Mrs. Walker.
Whoa, whoa, we're the Hamptons Angels. Whoa, whoa, we're the Hamptons Angels. Whoa, whoa, we're the Hamptons Angels. Going around the streets while the coppers sleep.
Whoa, whoa, we're the Hamptons Angels. Whoa, whoa, we're the Hamptons Angels. Whoa, whoa, we're the Hamptons Angels. Going around the streets while the coppers sleep. Yeah, we're going on the beat, bikers on the street.
Right, you lot. Sam, you're really in the way there. Move over. Move over. I don't know where your blanket is, love. Can you just find it if you can, please? No, we're not making any dents tonight. Laura, put it on top of that. Not on top of that. Calm down. Guys, Sam, off. Sam, off. Honestly. Right, please.
All right. Everybody just sit down. Look, I've spoken to the floor man and we can't get back downstairs for another 2 weeks. Meaning, we're going to be living up here for a little while longer.
Oh.
I know. But you guys have been so amazing about all this. I'm so proud of you both. We just have to keep showing each other a bit of extra kindness for a little bit longer.
Hey, it's not even that bad, is it? Because it's like camping.
Yeah. And like camping, we need to work out how each space is going to be used. So, no coats or shoes above the first landing, No arts and crafts, glitter glue, or felt tips in Mummy and Daddy's bed. In fact, our room is for TV watching, PlayStation, and quiet games only. Your room for dance practice and any other games. And the bathroom is
For drinking wine. I saw you drinking wine in there last night.
No, God! Oh, no. The bathroom is a private place, so no talking to people through the door.
Can we eat in our room now then?
Yes, but not in your bed. Either sit on the floor or at your desk and use a plate.
And if someone needs a little bit of quiet time, you just give them a bit of space, yeah? Okay, how about we all go for a walk? Hey, I saw the blue sky out over Midgley earlier on. Sam, we can take your new bike out that Santa got you. Yeah? Sound good?
You said we get gunk stuck in wheels.
Uncle scrape off, Sam. Besides, we can't stay in here forever. That's right. Let's get some fresh air.
Oh, wait.
Thanks, Gav.
Could have saved us a bit of wine though, couldn't we? There's this tree, big strong tree, right by the side of the river. We used to climb it in summer when we were little. All the way up, dozens of us, all up in the branches. Someone had attached a tyre to it as well. So we used to swing out over the water, see how far we could get. And we weren't scared that it would break, you know, or hold our weight. You didn't back then, and like I said, it was a strong tree, you know. But in the floods, the surge came at such a pace that it washed most of the riverbank away, undermining our beautiful tree. And so now it's just roots just hanging out in mid-air, just anchorless. It's like a loose tooth or something. And nothing holding it down, it just gusts about in the wind. Can't take the weight out anymore. If a child tried to climb it, they'd both fall.
Emergencies can create routines. My friend, who works in A&E, says that no matter what life throws at you, people can adapt. And our volunteers were amazing. They turned up day after day after day. And habits formed, relationships got stronger. By the second week, we were reading each other's minds. Oh, and you could see it in the faces, the pride. We were being useful. But underneath it all, there was a question that nobody was asking.
Excuse me.
Hello, darling. Are you here for donations, volunteering, or in need of assistance?
Assistance, I suppose.
And what is it that you want? How can I help?
Look, I don't usually ask for handouts, and it's not that we don't have any money around. It's just, well, my neighbour couldn't help me, and she told me people were coming down here, so I thought I'd...
It's all right, you're in the right place. Sit down. What's your name?
Laura.
Okay then, Laura. What is it you need?
Towels.
Just towels.
Yeah. We stupidly used all ours to block the front door when the water started coming in, and now they're all filthy. And of course, the washing machine's out of action.
Well, you're in the right place. If you go down to room 8 and see Sharon, she's got loads of towels. And we've got a huge list of volunteers with washer dryers. So if you bring in a load tomorrow, we can get you organised.
Oh, thank you. You're an angel.
Jackie, is that all you needed, Laura? Or was it just your kitchen that was flooded?
Oh no, the whole bottom floor. We've had to move upstairs now.
Is that just you and your husband?
And 2 kids, Molly and Sam.
What ages?
6 and 8. We don't know when the schools will open up yet, so we're all just a bit caged up.
Oh, I can imagine that. And Christmas time too. I mean, I'm an empty nester now, but I remember my 2. They were like Tasmanian devils from the 1st of December till when I give them back to the teacher in January. Must be a bit tight up there, all of you. How are you doing?
Oh, you know, kids are strong, they're adaptable, Sam is unflappable, Molly's a little high-strung. She's like me, they think this whole nightmare is just an adventure. Once we'd rescued the gifts from the tree, now everything else is just play, building up a life before obstacle course. And they say, Mummy, from this moment on the floor's lava. Yeah, okay. But nobody asks the thing that nobody asks. I can't say it's perfect. In truth, it's far from it. The kids are like fireworks inside a jar. Sam pesters Molly, then she's in hysterics and vomits, and Gav takes time out in the car. Now they're in lumps fighting, Sam's biting, she's crying, Gav's trying, but both are just shouting for Mum. And I'm done, 'cause I'm up to my neck in insurance and warranties, fridge freezer guarantees, all my life, what are these from? But it's fine, 'cause on goes the telly. The kids settle in. It gives us a moment away from the din to survey the damage, get busy with tasks. We'll keep our hands moving and players and distractions so nobody asks.
What is it that nobody asks?
Will this happen again?
What is it nobody asks?
How bad can it be? And can we prevent it? And to what degree? Is all of this pointless if it happens again? And will I spend my life scared of the rain? Never thought I'd be scared of the rain.
Look, Laura, if there's anything we need,
Don't want you to think that we're not hoping we are.
what I think is just that we're here.
I know that you are. But look out the window, there's nothing but clearers and helpers, and some of them travel so far. The neighbours have been through the chaos, the same as the same stress, and dealt with the same shit as you. But you're through. But you pick up your head. Get back in the game. It feels narcissistic to moan or complain. You can't be the fault or the break in this chain. So just keep on marching an endless campaign. But here comes the rain. Then somebody asks, will this happen again? Somebody asks, how bad will it be? And can we prevent it? And to what degree? Is all of this pointless if it happens again? And will I spend my life scared of the rain?
It will happen again. How bad we can't know. It will happen again. If we can't prevent it, we strengthen, defend. And if we can't prevent it, we'll learn from the lessons of play. If we can acknowledge, prepare for the rain. Right then, towels.
Right, note taking. not stand, sitting down. Come on, up, let's go, let's go.
Market Street, cut through the town like a vein. Market Street, 28 shops standing face to face. There's a butcher, baker and a carpet shop. Door end frozen for your bottles. Takeaway chips in a bag. Vintage clothes for your back. A saddle and a frame for your bike. Like everything you need in your life. Like Chinese postie comics. Food that's all organic. If you're Afghan rocking it, all men are making it, Oxfam shopping it, yeah, we got it. 28 shops ran face to face and 28 shops were shut. But next day came and sold to the trades, drying in the street like a cavalcade. Not enough space to park the van over 28 shops and not enough hands. Finish one job and you're all going to rest. Cross the street and you're on to the next. 28 shops. Refit the shop till you drop.
Right then, I've done your north walls and your west walls and your doorway, but you need to keep that dehumidifier on because it needs to dry out, alright? Can't do the rest until your electrics are sorted, unfortunately. You got any idea about when that might be? There's a guy over in, there's a spark over in Chip down the corner. I can send him round for a little chat if you fancy it.
Now what you have to do, my lord, is you have to put all your plugs at shoulder height. Now what if the plug comes higher than that? Well, you'll be actually the plug plugs on the ceiling. We're not doing that. Shoulder height should be fine as long as you've got your other precautions in. You've got yourself a storm barrier, right?
I've done the barriers for every shop on this street. You can get a government grant for these to make sure you've got your paperwork sorted. High quality, lightweight, watertight. 2 metal channels sit on the outside of your door like this. Slot it in when you leave and then lock it up at night. I know it's an eyesore, but pretty or safe, my love. Now, have you spoken to Gary about the floor?
Next door has it easy. We found a stone slab underneath, so we can't have carpet tiles because it's not gonna work here. And we need something non-porous. So the best bet is vinyl, dry tiles, rubber, or polished concrete. Or if you want the best of the best, you can use epoxy resin screen. That's what they use now as well.
I'm going to say about 600 quid for that, maybe 700, 800, maybe, possibly. But I mean, to be honest, I am absolutely joking.
Now,
with you there, so you
I know
guys
you're not the best, but you-
quite high demand.
How
So,
many
if
minutes?
you don't mind, give it a few days, and then maybe you can maybe give us a call in a few days. It might be the best thing to do, actually. Gav, do you mind giving us an hand over here, mate? Cheers, lads.
Think about it, alright?
Right, Jackie, that's me off then.
You're not going already.
It's been a month, Jackie. Anyway, new management's coming. I think I might have outstayed my welcome. The town's on the mend. That's the beauty of it. The better job you've done, the less you're needed.
Well, I guess you're right. It's just I've enjoyed being helpful.
You, Jackie Sugden, will always be helpful. Funding needs to be organised. You know, awareness campaigns, research. Nothing gets done unless someone stamps their feet.
Systems and protocols.
Systems, protocols, and people. That's the key. You never asked. But just so you know, you were a 5.
Market Street cuts through the town like a vein. Market Street, 28 shops stand face to face.
28 shops were in face to face, and 6 of those shops were open, and 12 of those shops were open, and 13 shops and 14 shops and 12 of those shops were open.
28 shops standing face to face, and 28 shops were open!
But it wasn't that simple, was it? People had seen the news, seen the chaos, and stayed away. Nobody came. And for the shops on the high street, that was the worst disaster of it all. And after all of it, some of them didn't make it. But a lot toughed it out, adapted and diversified, and spring came, and then summer, and the hot weather got better. And along came the walkers and the hikers and the camper van enthusiasts and the canal boats and the day trippers, and slowly but surely we started to feel whole again. That was 8 years ago. God, it feels like it never happened. But at the same time, like it was yesterday, you know? I'd like to say that that was the last time it happened, but no, we flooded again in 20, and then came pandemic, and well, it's been natural disasters, man-made crises, and we've mucked out and chucked out and rebuilt the whole thing from scratch, and the people of this town, and they're... See, that river has flown through this valley for 20,000 years. It's had low water in summer, it's had floods, it's had surges and spills over, it's had the lot, right? But never, not for a moment, not for 1 millisecond in those 20,000 years has that river ever stopped flowing. Ever. I'll get back to work now.
The river will flow, the rain will fall, the river will swell, but we'll be all together. The town will stand, the people hold, and open hands will slow the flow, whatever. We brought the stone down from the hill and built a bridge to cross the unforgiving. And from these dark satanic mills, the town was forged through graft and toil and living. And our foundations are strong. We can't be eroded, no, washed away. The river will flow, the rain will fall, the river will swell, but we'll be all together. The town will stand, the people hold, and open hands will slow the flow, whatever. Roots sunk deep and trees reached high, the branches spread, there's something in the water. The loops grew still, the trees stretched dry, perspectives changed, but the valley never altered. And our foundations are strong, we can't be eroded, no, washed away. Come and lend a hand to me, my friend, I'll tell you it all over again. The river will flow, the rain will fall, the river will swell, but we'll be all together. The town will stand, the people